Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Sheeran is ready to play some games. Hello everyone, and welcome to Giganato Gaming. I hope you enjoy the video. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to a brand new Ark Survival Ascended series. We are here on one of my favorite maps, the Astraeos map, because a brand new update was released for this map that adds a bunch of new content, and we are going to look at it in today's video. So welcome to Astraeos Season 4. And speaking of 4, this is my fourth attempt to record this video, because the first time I did this, the game crashed. The second time I did this, the game froze, and there was nothing I could do about it. And the third time, my computer crashed. So, yeah, we're here now, and if you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we could get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's hopefully begin the series. I'm just going to save, just in case. I'm just going to save the game, like, periodically. But we have a bunch of mods here that we should be able to use. And first things first, let's maybe get some fiber. And we're going to at least get our base going. Maybe get, like, some thatch floors. Maybe live in one of the tents for now. This is roughly the area I wanted to be at. So, I mean, we got some good species like this Draconyx, which I might tame. Alright, hold on. Let me level up a bit. Alright, we got 4 levels. Let's level up. Yeah, we got a bunch of mods on here, hopefully. Yeah, a lot of this is vanilla stuff, but we got a couple mods. We got the Dino Depot. We got our usual stuff on here. Let me see if we could get, like, a pick going, so I can at least get the metal tools. There's a random Dilophosaur just attacking a dodo. There's a Therizino over there. I also removed a couple of other mods in case any of them were causing the game to crash, because there were, like, some mods that I had on there that, I don't know. Some mods broke when the new update came out, which is to be expected. This is wildcard we're talking about here. So, alright, let me get this pick going if I can. We just need a bit more thatch, and we need some stone. Alright, do we have any rocks in the beach that I could pick up? Oh, I thought the game crashed again for a minute. You know, just in case that does end up happening, I'm just gonna save. I'm gonna save. There we go, let's get the pick going. At least get a pick going. So we can at least get some metal weapons. That's the idea. Alright. There's some crates scattered around this village area here. So let's harvest. Whatever can be harvested. Can you be harvested? You sure can. Oh, we got a pick. And a hatchet from that, which is awesome. A metal pick and a metal hatchet. I'm going to go ahead and save again, just in case anything happens. Alright, there's another crate here. We got a crossbow as well. A couple of crossbows. That'll definitely come in handy. We just need some arrows to go along with it, and we'll be fine. Alright, let's maybe get like a base of operations going. There we go, let's get a couple more levels in. I think we could live in one of these homes if we wanted to. Oh, we can climb the ladder? Huh. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if we could put a door in these, but that'd be cool. Alright, let's go ahead and maybe put the thatch floor in here, maybe. Alright, there we go. That's good. Off-center a little bit, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Alright, let's see if we can get some... Let me see if we can get some spears going, because that might be cool. Alright, there's a Therizino. I kind of want to stay away from that. Luckily, these flowers give you plenty of fiber. So So we don't have to worry about fiber for a good bit. Alright, what do we need for spears? Give me a second. We just need some flint. That's all. And possibly some more wood. Spears. Let's get 3 of those. And then once we get some hide together, we can get, like... It's a shame, because the first take I did of this, we did well. I managed to get a moss chops, and we were able to get hide pretty easily. But because the game crashed and I lost everything... Yeah, that... I was pretty pissed by that. So, alright. Alright, I should have some mejo berries on me. I have 2. Excuse me, sir. You could be a tamer, or you could be something that could help us. Alright, level 20. Not great. But you know what? It's not great, but it'll be a good start. You could be a good fiber gatherer. I just remembered. Alright, Therizino, I'd rather you stay away from us, if that's possible. Alright, Therizino, I'd rather you not walk this way. You know how our creatures are. They're gonna walk where you are, and they're gonna aggro to you at some point, and... Yeah, alright. I don't know what level that Therizino is, so I'd like to stay away from that, if I can. Alright, we got 3 more levels. Let's go up into some more weight. Save again. I'm just gonna save periodically, just in case. And there we have it. Draconics has been tamed. Alright, the saddle shouldn't be too hard to get. That is a raptor. There's a raptor right there. I'm staying away from that for now. At least until I get some bolas and maybe some arrows. I just hope that raptor doesn't wander in here. Alright, let me see if I can get a saddle for this guy. Maybe see if I can find like a dodo to kill or something like that. I don't know what level that raptor is. That's the problem. Alright, we need a draconic saddle. Draconics. Do we not have the saddle for it? Oh, we have to be level 15. What level are we now? Level 12. Alright, 3 more levels and we've got it. In the meantime, I'm just going to go and maybe see if I can find like a dodo to kill or something like that. There's a dillo. We could easily kill a dillo. Alright, don't know where that Therizino... Oh, there's the Therizino. Alright. Excuse me, dillo. Let me just get your hide real quick. Alright, there's another dillo. Alright, Therizino, if you could just leave me alone, that would be great. I just want to kill this dillo real quick. Actually, come over here. So we don't run into the Therizino by accident. Yeah, that's right, come over here. Alright. Therizino, I'm going to need you to walk all the way over there. Therizino, if that's possible. Alright, there we go. I don't like these lag spikes. I'm just gonna save again, just in case. Level up, we should be... Yeah, we got 16 levels, which is awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and maybe get as much into health as possible. Work on health, and then we'll work on weight. Alright. Can I make the Draconic saddle? We're level 28. We just need a bit more hide. Really. If I could get that... Okay, what am I stuck on? There we go. Alright, Seagull, I'd rather you just leave me alone. Well, this is Parasaur. If you could be a low level. 25. Okay, good. Let me just get some hide. Oh yeah, the dragonfly. I didn't take into account that you'd be here. Oh, you know what? Free chitin. Oh, you scared me. I thought you were attacking me. No, you were just my tame. Alright, that's good. Alright, Draconics. We need a bit more hide? Are you... we need a bit more hide. Never mind. I'd like to maybe end the episode with a raptor tame. That would be awesome. Like, there's that raptor over there. I'd love to see what level it is. Alright, let's explore a little bit over here, see what's going on over here. I'm just saving periodically just in case anything happens. Oh, hello. Is that a Stiggy? Hey, buddy. I just heard a raptor. Alright, they're over there. That's fine. Alright, Draconics. What level are you? You're a 50. Obviously stronger than the one I have, which was only a level 20. Let's maybe make some cloth armor. I'm gonna get a shirt and some pants. Alright, starting to look the part. I'm gonna save again just in case. Just so we at least have some armor on. Alright, there's that Therizino. I would love to see what level it is. There's a Moss Chops. If we could get that Moss Chops, that would be berries and fiber taken care of. Well, we also got the Draconics, but we don't have a saddle for that at the moment. So that'll also be hide taken care of as well. Excuse me, Mr. Moss Chops. What would you like to eat, sir? A Tinto Berry? Do I have that? I do. I don't care what level you are. You are 142. So you were probably like I want to say a 90. Oh, Therizino. I forgot about that Therizino. I'm just going to stay away from you. Compies. I can kill you for hide. Let me go ahead and save again, just in case the game crashes. Alright, we need to kill some creatures for hide, so I'm going to kill this Parasol. That's a 140, damn. Alright, that... game. Thank you. We got some more chitin. That's awesome. Well, we got 2 fiber gatherers anyway. Now, hopefully I get to keep this stuff. Hopefully. There we go, Moss Chops. All ready to go? Alright, let's get you up to maybe 10k health. Get your stamina up to maybe 3k, and then, I guess, work on some weight. Put the rest of it on. Alright, there we go. Alright, we should have plenty of fiber, some hide. Let's get the Draconic saddle done. And then maybe finish off the armor. Yeah, you only have like 400 health. You're only a level 20, so... There we go. We got a saddle for our Draconics. We can also shoot off the back of you, which is awesome. Oh, no, Moss Chops, you stay here. Now, if I remember correctly, you also gather fiber. Yeah, you do. Awesome. I remember playing around with you guys on Astraeos Season 3. Didn't really play around with you much, but you know what? I'm glad. Yeah, look at the fiber we just got from that guy. We're obviously going to get your health up. Obviously going to get your health up because you need to be an absolute tank. And we are good, actually. Let's see if we can get the rest of our cloth armor. We don't have boots, gloves, or a hat, for that matter. Cloth. Hat. There we go. Let's just put that there, put that there. And then once this is done, we can have that. You know, I kind of like the gloves with the Greek stuff. That kind of looks cool, real talk. Alright, cosmetics. Let's go ahead and replace these. Those are for hands. I like this look. Yeah, that looks cool. I do like this look. Alright, let me go ahead and save again, just in case the game crashes. Alright, next thing on the agenda, we should probably get some stuff ready. Let's maybe get, like, a bed going. Let's see if we can pull the stuff we need. We need hide, wood, and thatch. Never mind. Alright, you should be able to collect everything. And I'm pretty sure if you gather chitin, you can gather hide. I'm gonna save the game again. Oh, we can jump. We can actually jump. That's pretty awesome. Alright, there's the Therizino. I would rather stay away from that. Alright, there's the raptor kind of wandering over here. I would love to see what level it is. That would be kind of awesome. Alright. There's a few raptors over there we could look at as well. Is that... Whoa, that Nothosaur just sent that Stiggy flying. Damn. Now, did the Stiggy attack it? Or did the Nothosaurus attack the Stiggy? I'm going to say the Stiggy. You would think Stiggies are pretty aggressive. Now, are you a Packy or a Stiggy? You're a Packy. We could take you, right? Oh, yeah, 200 damage. You're a 140, though. Oh, you gather hide. That's awesome. Alright, save. I'm just going to go ahead and save. There's like a farm nearby. There's also a Therizino. There's an Iguanodon. A couple of Nothosaurs. We could take an Iguanodon, right? Alright. You're too close to the Nothosaurs. They can do serious damage, Nothosaurs. Wait, did they kill something? I'll gather that, for sure. You don't gather a lot of hide, but you do gather it. Alright, so the right click clearly does more damage. So that's what I'm going to use. And that's how we get all of our hide. Alright, let's, we got 14 levels. Let's get our melee up, maybe get some more health up, if we can. Alright, let's see if we can get a bed. And possibly a mortar and pestle, so we can get some arrows. I would like to get a raptor. If we can get a raptor this episode, that would be great. If that raptor wanders over here, we might be cooked. Now, alright, let's see if we can craft up a bed real quick. Bed. There we go. Awesome. So we can at least spawn back in if we die. If anything happens to us. And let's go ahead and maybe see if we can get a mortar and pestle going. We just need a bit more stone. Not an issue. Alright, you got some hide on you, right? Yeah, you do. Alright, let's get some stone. Pretty easy to get now that we have a metal hatchet. We'll fortify this place at some point. Alright, let's get as much weight as possible. Get that up to 500, and then I guess we could work on fortitude. Alright, let's get a mortar and pestle going. We're level 52, which is awesome. Mortar and pestle. We can start work on getting some narcotic. We could get a slingshot for right now, and maybe tame the thing that way. Or the raptor that way. We do need some bolas, though. Here, we gather plenty of fiber. I think, yeah. I think we just need a couple more stone for bolas. Yep, we just need a bit more stone. How are we on thatch? Alright, we're doing good on thatch. We're good on hide. We're good on fiber. Certainly good on fiber. We don't even need that much fiber. Alright, maybe some of it here. So we have 75 because that's like 15 per. Let's get 5 bolas. Yeah, if we're going to do this with a slingshot, we're going to need a lot of ammo. Maybe. Where's that raptor? There was a raptor here. Oh, did it die? I think that's its body. Oh no, that's a moss chops. What level were you, sir? 50. Alright, we'll use that for hide. Alright, there's a raptor. I don't know if it's the same raptor, but it's a raptor. We should have meat on us. Yep, we do. Awesome. I'm going to split this in half. Then split all so we can use that as, like, spoiled meat. The rest of it I'm going to give to the raptor. Oh, that's oil. And spoiled meat. Ooh. I'll take all of that, actually. All of it is mine. And some hide. You know what? I'm all for it. W map. We can at least get some tranks going. And there's another one over here. There's a moss chops right here. Love to see what you want. Tinto berries, maybe? Cooked prime meat. Don't have that. I did get some prime, some regular prime from the Dilophosaur, though. We could get another moss chops. Alright, what did I want to do? Oh, yeah. Let's level you up. Did we get any narco berries from you? Not much. I think we can gather berries with left click. Oh, yeah. Narco berries, spoiled meat. Let's get some narcotic going. Save the game again, just in case. Alright, we got some narcotic going. Let's get a campfire. And maybe if we can, maybe get a storage box. Probably need a bit more wood. Hold on. Storage box. Let's see if we can pull one. We just need a bit more wood. Alright. There we go. We should be good. Now let's get ourselves a storage box. There we go. We can craft one right up. Just so we can store some stuff away. And then I might use some of the leftover wood to get the fire going. Okay, so far, knock on wood, but we've been lucky so far. This has been a good take. And I hope that when I close out, it'll save my progress. That's what I'm hoping. If we can get that cooked prime, then maybe we could feed that moss chops, so we can have a second moss chops. That would really come in handy. If this one dies, we'll have an extra. Alright. We got that going, and then while the other meat cooks... Wait, I should probably use some of that prime for the raptor. The moss chops is only going to want the one anyway, so... Yeah, just use the prime for the raptor. That would be awesome. Alright, we got the bolas ready. Alright, Mr. Moss Chops, I've got some prime meat on me. This is where you want it, Joe. Or honey or something like that. Nope, we good. That was a max level, too. Okay, we got a max level Moss Chops. Awesome. Alright, Moss Chops, wait here. I'll ride you the rest of the way. Move you over here. Alright. Excuse me for 1 second. Mr. Nothosaurus? You okay, buddy? I can't even see what level you are. 25? Okay. I'm just gonna let you do you. You know, if you're not bothering me, I'm not gonna bother you. I'm just gonna mind my own business. Alright, we got 2 Moss Chopses. They're both female. And we got a female Draconics. Let's end the episode off by getting a raptor. The narcotics should be done by now. Alright, let's get some trank arrows if we can. Oh yeah, we need stone arrows. I forgot about that. Let's stock up on arrows. And then last thing for today. We've also got a slingshot just in case we need it. You know, a Monobarosaurus would not be a bad tame. Maybe we'll tame that next episode or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that Nothosaurus do its thing. It's not hurting anyone. Alright, there were a couple of raptors over here. I do believe. What level is this Monobarosaurus? What level are you, good sir? You are a 55. Okay, cool. Could always do for some more hide. That's an electrified Nothosaur. And that's a mono. Does it have a baby with it? It does. You know what? That could be a good tame. I'll just kill the adult, take the baby. Yeah, that could work. Let's do it. Only level 25, but you know what? It's worth it. Bunch of hide. Let me just take you. And there we have it. We at least have a carnivore to start with. And you know what? We could use this to tame other monos, because you guys create this... Well, yeah, Monolophosaurus bile. I believe that's what you need to tame it. It'll pacify all Monolophosaurs. Yeah, it's very good to know. Alright. You can follow me back home. But yeah, we got a Monolophosaurus anyway. And then maybe off camera, I'll get some crystal and maybe some metal and then maybe fortify our base a little off camera. We got a Monolophosaurus. It's not something we can shoot off the back of, which is a shame. But you know what? It's something anyway. And then maybe next episode we'll go after a raptor. So we at least have a carnivore we can shoot off the back of. This Monolophosaurus is only a level 25, and it will only be used for, like, defense purposes. There you go, buddy. Exceptional kibble. Don't have that, sorry. Well, we got a Monolophosaurus anyway that we could probably use as, like, defense. That could be a good defense creature. It's only level 25, but you know what? It's something. And with that, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.